think about the generations and so we want to make it a better place for our children's children so that they know it's a better world for them.
I think
Think
when
it's
you
a better place.
and I say whether she be the record or news, say my pause this.
The record news.
I say she be the record.
So why not end up since?
And I know
Forget
that
about-
it is none
I don't see the this.
much brighter than
You
tomorrow.
forget about her.
And if you really try, you'll find there's no need to cry. In this place, no, there's no hurt or sorrow.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
There are ways to get there if you care enough for living. Make a
this one
little
really well.
space.
I mean,
So you're ready?
yes.
How's my face like?
Why not bring her for video? Okay.
So how is it like? How is it like? How is it like?
Okay.
Okay, give me a few seconds. And for me, this is coming from Michael Jackson. Oh my goodness, I really love this one. Of course, you and I, the best thing we can always and forever do is to ensure that we create a better place, or a better world where every one of us will be so delighted, will be so grateful, will be so fortunate, to actually exist on. And right away this morning, and don't forget that this is the morning boss show. I am your morning companion, Obas Thompson. And this morning, don't forget today is the 8th day in the month of April. This month is really, really, really going fast, even if the rain is falling. And then sometimes you just see that the weather is so tough and so hot. But we have just one choice, right, to ensure that we make the world a very good and a better place for each and every one of us this morning. Okay, so how are you doing this morning? Okay, a quick apologies for starting time schedule. Don't worry, I deeply and sincerely apologize, okay? So good morning, Malabite and Malabras. Good morning to our dear listeners all over the world. How are you feeling this morning? How is the weather treating you? Like Van will always ask, what's the weather situation? What's the life situation? What is the combo situation in your area? I'm adding this one to you. So what's the combo situation in your area? Is it warm, cold, chill, or everything? And so how did you wake? What had actually happened? Sometimes I really feel like that's one of the best questions we can always ask. How are you feeling this morning? Is this something? Do you need some money? You need some cash? Of course, everybody needs some money. Everybody needs money. Not even some. Everybody needs excess money, if you ask me. And so that's what we're doing this morning. Don't forget that it's the Morning Boy Show. So pick up the phone, get to talk to us this morning. 0809 4444058. 0809 4444058. What's happening in your area this morning? How are you feeling? Get to talk to us. You have a birthday shout out to people. Okay, so happy birthday to all of you celebrating your birthdays today. Of course, we celebrate you and we wish you the very best wherever you are. And to most of you who are traveling from one destination to another, we wish you a journey mercies. Okay, so to those of you who are celebrating your anniversaries, probably, my shop is 10 years, my business is 100 years, my marriage is 200 years, whatever it is, we're celebrating you guys. And don't forget, today we'll also be celebrating our great heroes, our great, ex-Malabite and Malabrases, who have, been able to identify themselves both in study, in character, in learning, and everything. Okay, so we're celebrating all of you guys who are actually convocating this week. We celebrate you guys. We wish you guys the very best. Okay, don't forget. Labor market is sure assurance. Okay, so on our top stories today, we're going to be diving into one interesting story that has to do with don't forget, we have the weather forecast for you. Our phone lines are still very open, so you'll also be part of this beautiful conversation. And I'll be doing something very interesting from Runaway or Malicha. This is coming from Kai and Gasket. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
Last light.
Okay, so right with this morning, I am feeling like a king because you're the love of my life. Just show me love. This is coming from Withy, Bees, and Holly. Oh my goodness, I just wish I can, go in tune with the lyrics, and then sing for you with my beautiful voice. Yeah. Okay, so how are you feeling this morning? What's happening in your area? Just like we say. Okay, so right away here, we'll be taking you through the weather forecast this morning, so you'll also be guided as to what's happening outside there. Okay, so right away here, first we have the today in Calabar with the warm, which of course will be very warm, humid and mostly cloudy day, starting off relatively mild in the morning before heating up significantly by afternoon. Okay, so when temperatures peak around 32 to 33 degrees Celsius but feel much hotter due to high humidity, conditions may become slightly unstable later in the day with a chance of brief light rain or showers in the evening, bringing a bit of relief, but not so much drop in humidity. So overall, expect a tropical and tropical day. Hot, sticky, and of course occasionally damp with the most uncomfortable periods in the early morning and later evening. From the hours of 6 to 11 a.m., temperatures ranges around 23 to 28 degrees Celsius. Conditions mild, humid, partly to mostly cloudy. Rain chances low. Okay, so I feel comfortable early, but the humidity are noticeable. From the afternoon hours of 12 to 4 p.m., we have temperatures around 30 to 33 degrees Celsius and freeze like at 37 to 39 degrees. Conditions most cloudy and sometimes hazy. Rain slight chance of brief showers or thunderstorms. Okay, so don't forget that it's going to be most uncomfortable part of the day. Heat plus humidity peak here. Limit outdoor exposures if possible. From the evening hours of 5 to 9 p.m., we have temperatures around 26 to 28 degrees Celsius. Conditions cloudy with possible light rain. Rain very moderate chance. And more likely than earlier, feel cooler than afternoon, but still very humid. And more tolerable, though you might need an umbrella. From the hours of 9 p.m., temperatures ranges around 23 to 25 degrees Celsius. Conditions cloudy, calm, rain, occasional light showers, and possible warm and humid nights. Fans or AC recommended for comfort. Okay, so I'm just thinking of those of you at hall 8, hall 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So what do? Do you have ACs in your rooms? I have an AC inverter, okay? Okay, so do all you can to make sure, yeah, you just don't need to sleep on a bare house, without AC. Okay, so advisors expect a heat plus humidity combo that can drain you faster than usual. Even if the sun isn't fully out, plan your day to front load importance of physically demanding tasks. Okay, into the early morning, because the early afternoon feels like a temperature will be intense and uncomfortable. If you must be outside midday, please pace yourself. Stay in shaded or ventilated areas and drink water consistently. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Light breathable clothing is, very, very important. Okay, by evening conditions is slightly, but there's a real chance of brief rain. Okay, so keep a small umbrella or waterproof footwear handy, especially if you'll be commuting roads may get slicky and traffic can worsen with the even light showers. Also, don't underestimate exposure, so cloud over will fully protect you. So limit direct sun between late morning and mid-afternoon if possible. Okay, so that's pretty much what we'll be doing today from the weather forecast. Right away here, we'll be going on a short commercial break, and when we are back, trust me, we bring to you the exchange rate for today. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
friend.
You are the best. Just how many years of existence? Thank you. Keep it up.
Of course, we have the burst, just within a couple of years, in existence. It's such an amazing, journey that we've come thus far. Okay, so right away, if you're just joining us, time check is 7:56 on the DLT. On the morning boss show, I am your morning companion, your humble Obi Thompson. Okay, so right away here, let's take you through the exchange rates today. If you're sending me dollars, you're sending me euro, pound sterling, or South Africa, rand, do all you can to listen to this, because if you send me anything less than a trillion, 3.3 trillion specifically, it's gonna be a talk of war. Okay, so we're gonna be starting with the US dollar to a naira. Today, we're gonna be having, a US dollar in naira, okay? Okay, so euro is going to be selling for 1,605 naira. While a pound sterling is going to be selling for 1,838 naira to just £1 sterling. So a South African rand, ZAR, they call it ZAR, is going to be selling for 82 naira. Okay, Chinese yuan has increased to 202 naira. Interesting. Okay, so we have the Japanese yen, talking about the GPY. It's going to be selling for 8 naira. And West African CFA OSXOF is going to be selling for 2 naira. I just wish our dollar rate could just be within that, $8 to 2 naira. Oh, come on. Yeah, I know a lot of persons would have jackpot ever since. Don't jackpot, stay back. You have to stay here. Me and you will remain here. Okay, the Swiss francs is selling for 1,734 naira to a 1 Swiss francs. And the Danish krone is going to be selling for 214 naira. So, amidst of all of these, I think let me choose. Aside of dollar, I think I would rather go for pound sterling. Okay, that is selling so high, 1,838 naira. Just one comment, just one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're doing over there on the exchange rate segments of the morning buzz. Right away, he'll be going on a short commercial break, and when we are back, the national holidays follow suit. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. And nobody want to say goodbye because we are all birds of the same feather, and this is coming from Belly Eilish. I think I got that right. And don't forget, Shasha and Vi would have said, no, that's not how it's pronounced. It's Billy Eilish. Oh my goodness, don't worry. Whatever it is, yeah, I just love the music base of the same feather and all of that. Okay, so right away here, let's quickly take you through the national holiday segments that we have for you. First on our national holiday segment, we have the International Pageants Day. Okay, so the International, Pageantry Day. Yeah, a lot of persons, our sisters or friends or colleagues, yeah, our loved ones, have in one way or the other gone for pageantries, and in our departments, in our faculties, in our schools, in our environment, in our society, in the church as well. This happens a lot and all of that. So during celebrations and festive moments, okay? So today we're going to be looking at this particular holiday. Don't forget that the International Pageantry Day is celebrated annually on April 8th, to honor participants, professionals and the positive impact of pageantry, okay? Now, including confidence, building, community service, and empowerment. It highlights the evolutions of beauty contests which have existed in various forms since 1839 and more formally since 1921. So interesting. Okay, so it has a lot of key aspects of this particular day in celebration. We'll talk about Celebration Day. It's actually celebrated, and the purpose is to celebrate contestants, directors, and the crown and confidence associated with the industry. Now, a lot of persons are so confident, working deliberately, in the midst of thousands of millions of people, as the case may be. And so the ability for them to speak out, I remember very well that, Mr. and Mrs. Liverpool, Miss Tourism, all of you guys who celebrate Miss Politics. Yeah, I can't, forget you, guys in a hurry, okay? And many other persons, Miss Unical, let me not miss out of that so that they won't come for me. Yeah, so guys, we celebrate all of you, all of those guys who have been able to put these particular, events together. We celebrate all of you. Today happens to be that very day. Don't forget, significantly, it serves as a day to promote the benefits of pageantry, such as fostering sisterhood and leadership as well as service. Yeah, so it just go beyond coming to show us how beautiful and how pretty they are. Okay, so they render a whole lot of community services, and of course, come out in a very diverse manners of leadership. And so they come to tell you, okay, this is what I am gonna do if I win. Yeah. I just want to talk about politics here, but then they bring about this beauty of leadership. Okay, so they exploit it, and of course, I get to talk to us about how they tend to lead. Their various key positions if given the opportunity to serve. Okay, so second on our national holidays is the Kids Yoga Day. So most of you have will be surprised about what we're talking about this particular one. Yeah, it's very significant. Okay, so our kids sometimes. I just wish I could just give you a picture of what we're talking about. So we talk about yoga. So we have since 2016 about 500,000 plus children from about 67 countries and 6 continents, as well as all over 50 US states, have always participated in the annual event. Now, founded by international kids yoga educator, talking about Teresa Power. Okay, so everybody shout power. Oh my goodness, such a magnificent moment where this particular person came out to say, educator came out to say, hey, look, we have to train our children. We have to make them feel that particular experience of livelihood. Okay, so he talked about parents and caregivers, and educators who actually volunteer to lead a group of children through a special yoga routine on Fridays. It happens every Fridays. Okay. Now, at schools, libraries, yoga studios, parks, homes, and daycare centers, we call them our ambassadors. Great people. So no prior yoga experience is needed. So all you just need to do is gather your children, have them make some little exercise, sit on personal mats, and then have themselves, make a whole lot of good outing and having fun. Okay, so that's pretty much what we'll be doing there. But next on our, national holidays is the, I love this one so much. Yeah, it has to do with baby massage day. Today is baby massage day. Every 8th day in the month of April, each year, we celebrate baby massage day. What does it mean? Baby Massage Day is celebrated every year on April 8th. This day spreads awareness about the many benefits of massaging our babies, which impacts them on a physical, psychological, and emotional level. Baby massage helps children to develop body awareness and coordination of movements and also relax and develop a faster sleep-wake cycle. So it also strengthens the connections between baby and parent. It also allows the parents to make contact with the baby and understand its needs and help in relieving stress. Yeah, sometimes when mothers bath their children, their kids, they tend to be massaging them, and some will be laughing, some will be smiling, some those ones that will be crying. Oh, chim, just don't worry, but keep bathing them, but keep massaging them. So today is that amazing day where we'll massage our children, our babies, to mothers. Thank you so much for all the works you're doing, to keep our children, physically and psychologically very, 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 very stable. Okay, so, and to those amazing children that when they massage them, you see them smile. I just wish I can try one. Okay, so we celebrate you guys, okay? We wish you a perfect growth, and a very amazing body structures, As you grow in wisdom, in stature, and in strength. Okay, so that's pretty much what we'll be doing from the national holidays segment of the Morning Buzz. Right away here, we'll be going on a short, music break. And when we are back, the people and culture segment will definitely follow suit. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. I just want to love somebody. I just want to love something that makes us who we are. I just want to love the fact that, while we're loving somebody, people have to love us back. And so I basically do not want to believe that, people has to do with, all love has to do with money, 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 money. Okay, something significant had actually happened yesterday, but don't worry, I don't want to talk about it because the person will feel like, is it because that's why you have to go and talk to me and talk about it on air? Don't worry. Yeah, somebody said I don't like people who are always on air because they're going to be talking to whatever you tell them is not going to be private. Don't worry, it's going to be private, okay? But trust me, the love of money is the is it the beginning of evil or whatever? Is it the roots or the love? Whichever way. But don't forget that you don't need to love so much money. Don't love money so much so that you will not be a victim of circumstances. You know what I'm talking about, right? You'll be arrested. Okay, so right away here, let's quickly take you through the people and culture segment of the Morning Boss Show. If you're just joining us, time check is 12 minutes past the hour of 8 on 103.5 Video Car Radio International. I am your morning companion, Obase Thompson. Okay, so right away here, let's quickly talk about the historical significance of cowries. Okay, yeah, when we talk about cowries, some of you have not seen how it really looks like because you've not been to a museum before, but you really need to. You really need to, right? Okay, so this is how cowries actually looks like. Okay. Now, so for most of you, if you're just tuning into our screen, you could see what is being displayed there. This is what cowries literally looks like. Okay, so cowries are not just tiny ocean shells, as you can see. They are history. You can hold in your palm. Yeah, so you can actually hold it in your palm. Whispering stories of wealth, spirituality, and identity across centuries. Such an interesting, moment ever. Now, we're going to be looking at some of the symbol of wealth and currency because it serves as a symbol of wealth and currency. Now, take a look on this particular cowries as it is now. Now, before coins actually, clinched in pockets, cowries ruled the market in many parts of Africa, especially West Africa. Now, they function as a form of money. They were used to buy goods, pay dowries and measure wealth. Now, if you look at what it is, you see that it holds spiritual and religious significance. Now, cowries, carry a sacred aura. So aura for aura, right? Okay, so it carries a sacred aura in many traditions. They are closely linked to divination practice, especially in systems like Ifa. Now, priests and spiritualists cast cowries to interpret messages from the divine, turning each shell into a voice of unseen forces. Wow. So they are also believed to offer protection, often worn as amulets to ward off negative energy. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so a quick apologies for that technical, Okay, so break. Okay, so let's quickly go through, it was actually a symbol of fertility and femininity. Yeah, so cowries actually serve as a symbol of fertility and femininity. This means that, their oval shape, resembling the female reproductive form, make cowries powerful symbols. Now, if you take a look on the cowries, like I said, if you look at how it really looks like, you could see that they really take, a female reproductive form, make cowries powerful symbols of fertility, womanhood, and birth. Now, they are often associated with goddesses such as Oshun, who represent love, beauty, and fertility. Wow. So it actually holds the cultural identity and adornment. Cowries are woven into clothing, jewelry, crowns, and ceremonial attire among groups like the Yoruba people and the Igbo people. Now, they signify royalty, prestige, and connections to tradition. Now, kings, queens, and titled individuals often adorn themselves with cowries as a visible language of power. Everybody shout power. So it actually serves as a means of communication and symbolism. Yeah, cowries, were sometimes used in storytelling, rituals, and even coded, communication. So their presence in art and design often represents prosperity, protection, and continuity of life. Wonderful. Now, it has connections to the oceans and trade. Cowries originated from the Indian Ocean and Maldives, yet became deeply rooted in African culture, through exchange trade routes. Now, they are reminded of early globalization long before the modern world coined the term. Now, in essence, cowries are more than decorative shells. They are currency compass and cultural code at all once. To hold one is to touch economics, spirituality, and identity rooted into a single gleaming curve of nature. That's pretty much what we're doing from the culture and the people segment of the morning buzz. Right away here, we'll go on a short music break. And when we are back, don't forget the health and wellness tips, a ghost shoot. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Okay, so we've always been together right from the hours where we start the morning about show, and right away here, that is belong together, and that is what you and I are doing today. This is coming from Mark Ample. If you're just joining us, it's 8:20 on the DOT on the Morning Boss Show. My name is Obaso. It's I'm saying your morning companion. Okay, so right away here we'll be going through the health and wellness segments of the Morning Boss Show, and today we'll be looking at the importance of adequate massage. Okay, so sometimes we just talked about today, happen to be the national holidays for baby massage. So as children also massage, you as an adult also need it, okay? And so when I go through, I'll be asking a question to you out there, and our phone lines are definitely open 080944444058. You can also send the same message to, the WhatsApp message, okay? Don't forget to include your name and where you're sending your message from. All right, so a massage isn't just a luxury spa indulgence. It's more like a quiet reset button your body has been politely begging you to press. Beneath the soothing music and scanted, oils, a lot of real psychology is happening. Now, some of the benefits of adequate massages might possibly include improve blood circulation. Now, let's quickly make sense out of this, because massage helps move blood, more efficiently through your vessels, delivering oxygen and nutrients, to tissues while sweeping away metabolic waste. Don't forget, it also reduces stress and anxiety. Massage lowers, cortisol. Now, talking about the stress hormones, and boost feel-good chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, dopamine. Okay, so this makes it helpful in managing conditions like anxiety and even mild depression. Okay, so it relieves muscle tension and pain. Now, tight muscle often under pressure, massage reduces stiffness, improve flexibility, and can ease chronic pain conditions like lower back pain. Okay, so right away here, we'll quickly go on a short, commercial break, and when we are back, don't forget, the health and wellness segment still continue. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial.
My name is Professor Enoma Koyo.
My name is Godin O'Hara, and
Dr. Anto Oludé.
Okay, so welcome back from that short commercial break. Right away, I tried to, go to a massage center, so that it could look like a very real. So right away here, I visited this particular massage over the weekend, and trust me, it was really fun. It was really interesting. And today we're looking at the importance of adequate massage. Okay, and so we've talked about reducing of stress and anxiety, and we're also looking at relieve muscles, tensions and pain. Now let's quickly look at the importance of massage that has to do with, oh my goodness, support heart health. Now, by promoting relaxation and better circulation, massage can actually help lower blood pressure and reduce strain on the heart, contributing to overall cardiovascular wellness. It also it also improves sleep quality. When your body relaxes deeply, sleep tends to follow. Massage encourage deeper, more restorative sleep, especially for people struggling with insomnia. Now, it also boosts immune function. Some bodies, as some studies also suggest that massage may increase the activity of white blood cells, helping your body defend itself against illness more effectively. So it also enhances, mental clarity and relaxation. It clears the mental fog, leaving you calmer, more focused, and emotionally balanced. It's like decluttering your mind. Okay, so don't forget that massage also improves posture. Sometimes when you get a good massage, trust me, it helps improve your posture, which actually loosen tight muscles that pull your body, out of alignment, helping you stand and sit more naturally without discomfort. Now, while massage is beneficial, it is not a replacement for medical treatment, especially for serious conditions, but as a supportive therapy, it is very, very, very powerful. Okay, so that's pretty much what we'll be doing today on the health and wellness text segments. Don't forget, go have a massage. Sometimes a lot of persons feel like, I don't want to go have a massage where a woman is massaging a man and the man is massaging a woman. And then before you know it, this perception of, would you allow your wife to be massaged by so? Would you allow your girlfriend to be massaged by an opposite gender? I said, yes, I can allow it, but on the condition that I'll be there with my gun. I'll be there with my gun. So if you try, okay, so let's leave it at that, okay? Whether it's too cold, you just need to, go get a massage, okay? There's nothing wrong if your husband take turn to massage you, and then you as your wife, take turn to massage your husband so that you don't have to go with machetes into anywhere, okay? What talk about. And then for you Malabites and Malabrases, please, we have a massage center in the University of Calabar. If you want to know where it is, kindly reach out to us this morning, and don't forget, I will definitely take you to where you go get a good massage in the University of Calabar. Okay, very cheap and very affordable to you, and all of that. Okay, so thanks for staying tuned with us. Right away here we'll be going on a short music break, and when we are back from this music break, don't forget the top stories will be up next. I'll be doing something very interesting by Medicine Bear, and she calls this one Yes Baby. Okay, so stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Okay, yes, baby. When you have a good massage, it's gonna be here. Yeah, yes, baby. The fun and the amazing time ever with your spouse and loved ones. It's gonna be very fantastic. Okay, so that is yes, baby, from Madison Beer. Beer. Okay, so I call them Madison Beer. Okay, so right away here, let's quickly take you through the top story segments that we have for you today. And first on our top story, we're talking about school resumption. Yeah, all of those emeritus ambassadors. Emeritus ambassadors, you that don't want to resume today, you have to resume, or you have to resume school. School have started, lectures have started. You don't have to be at home and be eating free food. You have to come back, and finish what you started. Okay, so if you're just joining us, it's 8:32 out of the DOT right away here on 103.5 Unica Radio International. It's the Morning Boss Show. My name is Obasa Thompson, your morning companion. You know, they used to call me Obi Thompson for president. And along the way, they call me Obi Thompson, the great ambassador. Obi Thompson, the most passionate man, I don't know, probably on the planet Earth. Okay, so I really wanted to appreciate a lot of things in the University of Calabar. First, before your resumption, now you could see that the entire school environment is so clean and unique. Please, you know, as you come back with all the luggages, your food items, everything you're going to come back with, do all you can to make sure that you don't litter in our school environments. Don't forget, we have convocation, and of course, we'll be having a whole lot of other activities in the University of Calabar. And then if you look at the new hostel under renovation, you know, talking about Hall 5 particularly, you could see how beautiful, how unique it is, and a lot of things is being put in place. Please, do not come and litter this hostel, you know, don't come and make it so hostile, you know, to inhabitants over there. And so the school environment particularly, you could see how neat and how clean it is. Kudos to these guys who are going around, you know, making the university look so clean and unique for you. So when you come back, please respect all the, you know, dustbin posts, you know, being given out, you know, when you take your sachet water, when you take your toffees, you know, ensure that you put them properly. Okay, so right away here, let's quickly take you through the calendar for the 2025-2026, you know, semester, you know, talking about the 2025-2026 first semester, stream B. Yeah, stream B, not NYSU, but stream B for your resumptions. Okay. April 2026, we have Wednesday 1st, we have Thursday, you know, inaugural lectures, and Thursday, you know, April 7th to 11th is going to be convocation, and then Tuesday 7th, return of all students to campus. So Monday 13th, registration begins for 500 level students, stream B. Wednesday 15th, we have lectures begin for all students. Wednesday 15th as well, we're going to have a inaugural lecture, and then Thursday 30th, you know, submissions of all outstanding 2024-2025 seasonal, you know, including stream B. All right, so we're going to be having talking about the degree result for stream B. Now, May 2026, what we're going to be having Monday 4th, you know, it's going to be late registration ends for 500 level students stream B, and then Wednesday 6th inaugural lecture, Wednesday 20th is going to be inaugural lecture as well, Monday 15th, 25th per se, to Friday 29th is going to be supplementary examinations and summer examinations. So do all you can to ensure that you know, you resume school. Don't forget that by August 7th 2026 exams end and long vacation begins. Summary: duration of semester is going to be 12 weeks for lectures. Examination is going to be 4 weeks, and then total you're going to have 16 weeks. Note: throughout the durations of the second semester of 2025-2026 academic section, all Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. is designated for sports. August 21st, 2026, all seasonals and degree results for 2025-2026 is submitted for vetting and approval. So, to our lecturers and to our student union government bodies, Director of Welfare, the Vice President of the University of Calabar Student Union Government Body, the Youth-Friendly Hub Centers, you know, all youth affiliated organizations in the University of Calabar, take note of this, that every Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. is sporting activities in the entire university. No lectures on that particular day. So I think this is the time for quality assurance to also move around, you know, to see those who are actually complying. And then they should make it that at least marks should be given to students who turn out for this exercise. We want to see this happening in the school. Prepare yourself for NUGA, you know, games activities that is coming, and we want to see, you know, University of Calabar clinching, if possible, all the titles. I'll be giving a personal award to, you know, the university, you know, if I see this happening, okay? Okay, so that's pretty much what we're doing there. But next on our top stories, we have outrage as extended demand investigation into Good Friday tragedy in Cross River State. Outrage as extended demand investigation into Good Friday tragedy in Cross River State. Now, the death of Mr. Michael Nanke Obeten, a respected alumnus of the University of Cross River State Unicross and community figure, has ignited fresh calls for urgent reforms on the use of firearms at public gatherings, as his former classmates demand justice and accountability over what they describe as a preventable tragedy. Obete, popularly known as Englishman, was a member of the 2007 Marcosite alumni group of the Cross River University of Technology, talking about CRUTEC, now the University of Cross River State Unicross. He had attended a Good Friday dramatic presentation in Ugep, Yakolugu government area, Cross River State, when the fatal incident occurred, according to a formal statement issued by Lesoda Adam for the alumni group and made available in Cross River Watch newsroom. A cannon was discharged during the event by individuals they alleged were not licensed to handle firearms. The blast reportedly sent debris flying, striking Obeten in the head and leaving him with severe brain injuries. He was rushed for urgent medical attention and scheduled for emergency surgery, but did not survive. The alumni group, speaking through its representative, described the incident as both tragic and avoidable, stressing that Obeten's death has left a deep void among colleagues, friends, and family. Mike Obeten was more than his classmate. He was a leader and a unifier, a friend to many. His death was entirely preventable. The statement read, "Body beyond mourning, the group is now pressing for decisive actions to prevent a recurrence." They are calling for a full-scale investigation into the circumstances surrounding the incident, including the identifications and prosecutions of those responsible for handling the cannon. They also demand that event organizers be held accountable for any lapses in safety protocols. Central to their demands is an outright ban on the use of firearms and cannons at public religious cultural gatherings, a practice they argue poses significant risks to unsuspecting participants. They further urge authorities to enforce existing laws restricting the handling of such weapons strictly to licensed professionals. The group warned that the continued use of unregulated firearms in public spaces represents a growing safety crisis. The use of unlicensed firearms at public events has already claimed one life without urgent attention. It will claim more, and the statement emphasized. Obeten's death has since stirred concerns within the wider community, with many questioning safety standards at large gatherings, especially during religious reenactments that often involve stimulated weapons. As pressure mounts, the alumni group says it is prepared to provide further details and participate in any investigation aimed at ensuring justice is served. For now, what remains is a grieving community and a growing demand that authorities act swiftly, not only to uncover the truth behind Obeten's death, but to ensure that such a tragedy is never repeated. Okay, so that's pretty much what we'll be doing on the top story segment of the Morning Boss. Right away here, we'll be going on a short music break. And when we're back, okay, so we have an emergency, information reaching us that students group blast University of Ilesa Vice Chancellor over arrest and detentions of graduate protesting to year. Okay, so the National Associations of University Students, NAS, has criticized the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ilesa, Professor Taiwo Asalu, over the arrest and alleged brutalizations of a graduate of the university, Adedoyin Temitope Daniel, popularly known as Matuwo, for protesting against his prolonged exclusion from the National Youth Service Corps mobilization list. A statement signed by its Osun State Chairman of NAO CMC, Comrade Adeleke Samson, blasted the university authorities for orchestrating Temitope's arrest and assault for demanding his inclusion in the National Youth Service Corps NYC mobilization list more than 2 years after completing his studies. Newsmen earlier reported that operatives of the Nigerian police force arrested Temitope after he protested against his prolonged exclusion from the NYSC mobilization list. Nigerian police update. According to the source familiar with the incident, Temitope, a graduate of the geography department, was arrested on Tuesday following a direct order allegedly issued by the university vice chancellor. The source told Sahara's reporters that Temitope had been waiting for over 2 years to be mobilized despite completing his academic program. The delay, according to source, was attributed by the university management to discrepancies in his joint admissions and matriculation board registration details. The situation reportedly escalated after the school allegedly informed him that he will neither be mobilized for service nor issued an exemption letter. Frustrated by the administrative inaction, Temitope returned to the school premises on Tuesday to further push for his demands. His protest took a dramatic turn when he allegedly picketed the university senate building in a bid to attract attention from the authorities. Following the action, the vice chancellor was said to have contacted the police, leading to Temitope's arrest. The source for that claim that Temitope's past activism as a student may have contributed to his current predicament. Temitope's condemning the development now said the incident reflected disturbing patterns of intimidation within academic institutions in Nigeria. NAUS unequivocally condemns this act of brutality and intimidation. The Students' Association said no student should be subjected to violence for peacefully demanding their rights. Institutions of learning are meant to uphold justice, fairness, and intellectual freedom, not suppress legitimate consent through force. NAUS demand, we therefore call on the management of the University of Ilesa and Professor Taiwo Ashalu to immediately investigate the incident and ensure that those responsible for the assault are held accountable, facilitate without further delay the mobilization of Comrade Matuwa for NYSC. Provide assurance that such incidents will not reoccur within the institution. NAUS also urged relevant education authorities and stakeholders to intervene urgently, warning that it will escalate actions if justice is not served. NAUS remains committed to defending the right, dignity, and welfare of Nigerian students and will not hesitate to take further actions, if necessary. Justice for Matowo is non-negotiable, the statement actually added. Okay, so now let me quickly ask this, bring this as a conversation of the day. Now we ask, what do you think about public office holders that are now suddenly carrying out projects they promised at the beginning of their tenure? Genuine intentions or mere politics? What do you think about public office holders that are now suddenly carrying out projects they promised at the beginning of their tenure? And is it a genuine or a mere politics? So that's the question for you out there. If you're just joining us, it's a 400 DOT on the Morning Boss Show. My name is Obase Oyi Thompson. Don't forget the phone numbers to call is 0809 4444058. 0809 4444058. You can actually send your WhatsApp message to the same phone number. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial. Of course, we are the best within a short period of time. We've always been saying this, and of course, we're bringing to you that yes, we'll mean it, and truly, that's what we do. Okay, so right away here, let's quickly take you through the newspaper segments of the Morning Post. Right away here. Okay, so today we're starting with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Don't forget, today is the 8th day in the month of April in the year 2026. Time check is 8:47 on the DOT. I'm your morning companion, O.B. Thompson, of course, for president, okay? Okay, so we're starting here with the biggest stories. You have Middle East crisis exposes costly weakness in Nigeria's cloud economy. I've read this on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Okay, so when we talk about Nigeria's cloud economy problems, talking about the fragility which has been exposed so far, we have high cost of foreign hostings. We have businesses spend over 1.18 trillion in naira to host abroad. Despite investment in 26 in-country data centers have actually shown that Nigeria has spent so much money to host abroad. Now this is just waste of resources and waste of money. And now, in the Middle East crisis impact, we have escalating Middle East crisis threatens access to critical data in volatile corridors. Now, if you look at what actually plummeted from here, single points of failure risk are reliance on foreign hosting, creating national economy single points of failure, a critical infrastructure at risk. And then if you look at the energy hub volatility, we will see that global energy volatility, spikes OPEX for local infrastructures. In countries' data sector systems projected to hit about $782.82 million in 5 years, which of course brings the opportunity requires addressing current fragility. Okay, so read all of this in details on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. We also have bandits kill 6 in Bauchi community as group raises alarm. Okay, so read that on page 30. There is never a day we wake up in this country that you wouldn't find that, bandits have deliberately entered the community, ransacked the entire community, and of course, by people that will. Okay, so we have now, suspense plan strike as Shetima intervenes, Ogun doctors comply. Okay, so I think there's this trending story allegedly that the vice president of Nigeria, who was voted by Nigerian youth in so many quarters, came to say that a serious Nigerian youth can actually survive and make life and fortunes with just 8,000 naira. Okay, so Mr. Vice President, with due respect to the office that you hold, thank you so much for that message. 2027 we come again. Okay. Okay, ADC crisis deepens as new factions of subs party leadership backs INEC. Okay, so we have another new faction of persons who say, look, we do not want Nigeria to be at peace. We want Nigeria to be at war. Are coming out, because of severe defections, are coming in and out of the party. Okay, whatever it is, we sit and watch. But 2027, Nigerians will definitely decide. National Police Day, Tinubu underscores intelligence gathering as IGP salutes fallen heroes. Okay, so we celebrate you guys, our fallen heroes. We celebrate you. We just wish that Nigerian government will take care of your families. That's just it. Okay, so that's pretty much everything from the Guardian newspaper this morning. Up is the Daily Trust newspaper with the biggest stories. Nigeria on the brink of collapse. CSOs, flee killings, adoptions, rising poverty. Ask government to protect democracy from hijack, rebuild trust in judiciary. Read all of this on page 3 and 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Okay, the Vanguard newspaper still went forward with the stories here. ADC crisis deepens as third faction emerges. Oh my goodness. Nigeria. Okay, so the Punch newspaper is up next, still talking about the 2027 battle where ADC crisis worsens as faction claims control. Okay, so that's pretty much what we're doing from the newspaper segment of the Morning Boss Show right away here. But before we say goodbye, don't forget, We'll be taking our Punch, sport lovers to the Punch Sports Extra this morning for, of course, the biggest stories that we have for you in the sporting. Oh my God, I really love what happened yesterday. Yeah, trust me, a lot of persons are really having hope that they will definitely go for Champions League. I think they need just to appreciate those guys who, came out to say, hey, we actually want to go and carry all the quadruple pots. Is it pot, plates, abi, where, what? Or trophies, okay, per se. Okay, somebody just says trophies. Okay, so congratulations to our Arsenal team. You guys have done so much. And so I think Chelsea fans, Manchester United fans, all of these guys, Liverpool fans, you have to come to the streets and celebrate Arsenal for this particular victory they have brought to you guys. Okay, so let's take it this way. From the Punch Sports Extra this morning, we have Barcelona versus Atletico is going to be happening today. So Lukman returns for huge, Catalan's test as Okonkwo gets fever nod to fight for Eagles shirt. Okay, Gala provide positive Osimhen a fitness update as Guerra tips Olise as Salah replacement. Maguire takes a path cut for a new United deal as 130 million euro Enzo submit transfer request. Milan actually rules out Leo's Arsenal move as base scatters, suffer under the injury blow. Sevilla fans ambush Adams, Ejoke. Gunners snatch first leg advantage as they kneel Sporting 0, Arsenal 1. Okay, so Madrid 1, Bayern Munich 2. As the Bavarians stunned Los Blancos at Bamako, Bernabeu, stadium. PSG versus Liverpool is going to be champions' confidence of beating Hersley's Reds. That's interesting. Onazi try sponsor a title charge. Okay, as Camavinga wants Madrid stay. Real defends Yamal against racism. Poland 2026, we have Falconets resume camp ahead. A final hurdle. Oshaba challenges Menke after beating Amel. Congratulations to you, Oshaba. And that's pretty much what we're doing today from the newspaper segment of the Morning Boss. Right away, before we go, we quickly take you through the quotes of the day and, of course, a wrap up on the show today. On today's quotes, we have do your best at all times. And today's quotes for you is do your best at all times. You have to be the best that you can. It has been a great time with you. Unfortunately, we have to draw the curtain. We've come thus far, and thanks for staying tuned with us. It's such an amazing time, an amazing moment. Thank God it's Wednesday. A Woman Crush Wednesday goes to this particular person. Don't worry, I'm going to mention the name, okay? A Professor Grace Eno. Okay, so wherever you are, Ma, I celebrate you. You've been such an amazing person. And of course, the Director of Administration, UCTH, Dr. Miss Barcy. I celebrate you guys, it has been very fantastic. Okay, so our mommies and daddies, our beautiful babies, we'll celebrate you today and we wish you guys the very best. For complaints and of course reports in your areas, do all you can to call our phone number 0809 4444059. And you can always add your, WhatsApp messages and complaints to that same phone number. So our amazing technical teams, thanks for staying tuned with us and thanks for all you're doing incredibly well. As such an amazing outing. From me to you, do have a pleasant and a fantastic day. Like I always say from 4, elevate your morning, fuel your success and be the best. As I leave you in the hands of Adore You featuring Decon Hot Topic. Stay tuned and don't touch the dial for the rest of our stories. Bye for now.